Hello, I hope I say the name right. Is it Navid? I think I asked you before about the pronunciation. I think you corrected me. I think I got it wrong. I'm sorry. I do it all the time. I even get my own name wrong. I remember once I even call other people my name. I remember once going surfing with my friends and driving along, and I turned back to the four of us in the car. I turned back to the one guy back seat, and I asked, "Hey, Kurt." And my friends laughed. They said, "Wait a minute, you're Kurt." That's me. So forgive me if I'm jumbling names. It's not that I don't care. It's just that I'm incapable. Something seems to be doesn't seem to work quite right. Just so others who may not know, you sent me a list, and I appreciate it. Of basically, it's a long list of recommended camping, hiking, and survival gear and tips and the ideas. I I don't. I'm trying to figure out a way to respond without sounding in a way that it might make you feel bad because I don't want to say it that way. But I such things are, though they should be important to me, they seem to not be. I remember as a boy just walking away. My parents were very permissive. We'd go camping, and they never really said, don't do this, don't do that. They just basically said, go out and find your way back, and have fun. And it didn't matter if we got cut up or banged up or whatnot. And I had to get rescued a few times. I remember getting stuck in a hole once, and my dad had to come rescue me and getting, quite hurt, bleeding a lot and stuff. But I remember as a young boy, just walking away from the campsite out into the woods. I had nothing, no preparation, just the shoes, pair of shorts and or pants and shirt on my back, and just walking away aimlessly without any sense of time or any imperative to get back or any gear or whatnot, and just going out and wandering around the woods until it was time to go back. And fortunately, I always found my way back. I haven't been lost, genuinely lost yet. And that was the way that it started, and that's the way that it's always been. Now I have, I made a video on the I think it's on the YouTube Bullet Chain channel called My Gear. I get questions sometimes by people about, what kind of gear I use. I basically have this backpack, and this isn't even a backpack I bought. It's a backpack that was given to me by my brother. It's, some, Healy or something like that. It's not even really made for backpacking or anything like that. It's a computer backpack. It's for laptops. That's what I use for all my hiking. The knife that I carry isn't even a knife. It's a garden trowel. I carry water, but I often forget to bring water. Or for food, I do remember to stop and get food, but I just get whatever's. I get onigiri now that I've been in Japan. When I lived in the States, I had peanut butter and jelly sandwiches was what I survived on. Other supplies, I've never carried a first aid kit. Well, I have a couple of times on extended. A few times I did it when I was with groups with others, and it was kind of like expected. But I don't do it now, and I know I should. And I know I should have a GPS unit, and I don't. I know that I should. So many of the things that you've said here, without danger of sounding contrived or like I'm attempting to make it more romantic than it really is. But I have a feeling that if I went, no, I can't. I don't want to put it that way. I just can't do it. It's just not in me. To me, it's just about, having an inspiration and putting on a backpack with a little bit of water and a couple of rice balls and my cameras and my knife and my barbell, and that's about it. I guess there's probably little chance of me ever having a sponsor by, a softypapa by an equipment manufacturer, because I guess if they sent it to me, if that ever happened and they sent me some gear and they said wear this and do that, I'd do it, but it wouldn't be my first inclination. And honestly, and I've been avoiding saying this through the whole video, I have this gut feeling that if I went that direction, that I'd lose something. And I know that I may gain something in terms of safety and readiness and preparedness, but but the times that I have entered the wilderness prepared have invariably been less satisfactory than the times when I wandered aimless. And I guess I'll leave it at that. So I do appreciate your email, but it's probably not going to happen to the likes of me for just a matter of the reason that it's the way that it is now. It's the way that it started, and it's the way that it'll probably always be. I'm open to change, but it'll probably take more than suggestion, or it may take an accident, a serious accident on my part. That might invoke some change on my part, and I hate to see that happen. But of course, I'm not saying I'm not suggesting to others that you do the same. I think that the advice that you're giving is good advice, and I would recommend it to everybody. But I know that I won't do it. At least not voluntarily. Call me a fool. I've been called worse. Thanks a lot, Maven. I really appreciate you writing. I hope you'll write more. It's great to talk to you, and I'm glad. And thank you for telling me that you were inspired by in some ways. I am familiar with the Survivorman series, and I know that's very inspirational as well. And I appreciate that you saw some similarity between the way that we do things. Although he's far more prepared and probably will survive where I would die. Well, thanks a lot for writing again. Take care. It's good to hear from you. Bye-bye.